What if I told you that some of New York City's most breathtaking architectural wonders are quietly vanishing right before our eyes? These aren't just old buildings. They are titans of history, silent witnesses to revolution, rebirth, and resilience. Each has a story etched into its walls, tales of immigrants, artists, presidents, and ordinary New Yorkers. But now these giants are slipping into memory, and many don't even realize it's happening. Hidden in plain sight, a transformation is sweeping through New York City, not in the rising towers of steel and glass, but in what's being erased. We're not talking about progress. We're talking about loss. Join us as we race against time to uncover the stories of New York's vanishing marvels before they disappear forever. Our first stop brings us to the southern tip of Manhattan. Nestled between office towers and luxury condos is a building that once echoed with the footsteps of George Washington himself. Welcome to Fraunces Tavern, built in 1719 and still serving patrons over 300 years later. Walk through its wooden doors and you'll hear the creak of floorboards worn down by centuries. You'll smell the faint trace of candle smoke and maybe the ghost of ale spilled long ago. This isn't just a restaurant, it was where the American Revolution toasted its future. December 4th, 1783. General Washington gathers his officers. The war is over, tears are shed, glasses are raised, and history is made right here. Today, Fraunces Tavern still hosts diners and museum-goers. It's been rebuilt, yes, but its soul has never left. It reminds us that history isn't dead. It's just seated at the next table. Just a short walk uptown across Broadway stands one of New York's most extraordinary survivors, St. Paul's Chapel. Built in 1766, it's the oldest surviving church building in Manhattan, and miraculously, it has never stopped welcoming people through its doors. It stood firm during the Great Fire of 1776. It sheltered rescue workers during the days after 9/11. Its bells rang out in sorrow and in hope. Inside, time seems to slow. The scent of old pews, worn hymnals. Sunlight filters through ancient panes of glass. This chapel isn't a monument. It's a sanctuary for faith, for memory, and for resilience. In a city that never sleeps, St. Paul's has never stopped offering rest. Now we cross the East River to a borough where brownstones line leafy streets. In the heart of Brooklyn Park Slope, hidden among basketball courts and playgrounds, is something unexpected. A centuries-old Dutch farmhouse. This is the Old Stone House, originally built in 1699. And in 1776, it became the backdrop for one of the bloodiest battles of the Revolutionary War. It was here that American troops made a desperate stand to hold off the British, buying time for George Washington's daring retreat across the river. Today, it's a hub for the community, hosting classes, art exhibits, public meetings. It's lived many lives, from colonial farmhouse to battleground to forgotten ruin, and finally, to rebirth. It teaches us that the past isn't static. It evolves just like the city around it. But not every story ends in preservation. Some of New York's most iconic buildings are already lost, wiped away by wrecking balls and forgotten by progress. The original Penn Station, a cathedral to travel, demolished in 1963. The Singer Building, once the tallest in the world, now buried beneath glass and steel. Each loss is a rupture, not just of architecture, but of memory. So what's happening now? Historic tenements in the Lower East Side, Art Deco storefronts in Harlem, pre-war buildings in Queens, all at risk. Developers see square footage, not soul. Land values rise, laws falter, and the city's heritage fades, one floor at a time. Still, hope remains. Across the 5 boroughs, passionate New Yorkers are fighting back. From grassroots petitions to landmark protection laws, the preservation movement is growing. Victories like the South Street Seaport or the High Line show what's possible when we choose to protect rather than replace. But the work isn't done. Preserving the past isn't just nostalgia. It's about identity. It's about soul. It's about knowing who we are by remembering where we've been. New York City is always changing. That's its magic. But within that change, there must be memory. These buildings, these giants, are more than bricks and mortar. They are stories. They are sacrifices. They are the reason this city exists at all. So as we look toward the future, we must ask, what kind of city do we want to become? Because the skyline we save is the story we tell.